I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Well, we start right at the vanilla overworld start screen. We find, we got a shuffled overworld.
We do have a shuffled overworld. So, because of the shuffled overworld now, we know that the sword is going to be in one of the open location, in one of the open caves in Hyrule. Either an open cave, or one of the Armo statues, or the grave. Those are all considered.
Yeah, and that's going to be really, really critical here. And, extra candles are turned on.
We do have extra candles.
And Jam using that to his advantage. Now let's see how the HP treats. Now the red Octorok goes down one hit, but it normally goes down one hit. We can't decipher anything based on that.
Nope.
And
look at this.
At the level 1 spot as well. So both of these guys end up with extra candles.
And that's really important because now they're going to be able to tell what type of seed this is.
As we notice, both of these players are starting to burn things. Oh, wood sword on James' end. Turns out to be at the potion shop just north of level 3. I do like jkoper's strategy, by the way. And everything's going down one hit. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Unless we start to find some other enemies coming off here. Hey, we find level 7, by the way. And jackpot, 10 rupees. Well, I'm hoping that we don't end up with a 0 HP seed, and it looks like we've got a 0 HP seed.
It looks like we have a 0 HP seed, so...
Oh! Look at that. We have ourselves the magic key as the white sword item. Oh, by the way, we have dark room. So it looks like we have regular shapes.
Yep.
Regular vanilla shapes. So we do not have that assortment that you're going to be normally looking for here. And knowing the white sword has been shuffled, and the Armos has been shuffled as well, as jkoper now finds the boomerang, and he's going to grab it.
Which
boomerang believe that was the magic boomerang.
That's what I thought.
I believe that was the magic boomerang.
Okay. And if you look over on Jam screen, I've been paying attention a little bit. We have a first quest overworld.
Yep, it does look it, as he did try to burn the burn bush that is just south of the ferry to get confirmation about it right there. But yep, it does look like we have a 0 HP seed here as blue Linos go down in one hit. Which, unfortunately for us, we would love to see these guys have to show off their wits. And actually, that does look like the wooden boomerang. Yep, that is the wooden boomerang.
Okay. And over on Jam's side, we find large secret is in fact 100 rupees. So there's a pretty good chance we do not have shuffled secrets.
Yep, small secret was 10, large secret was 100, so it looks like we're not dealing with any sort of shuffle right there. Looks like we're dealing with a first quest overworld, and Jam finds level 6.
So let's see. Nope, no heart in that room, so maybe...
Well, that would not have the drop room in level 6, because that would be the Gliok room in 6 for the 3-headed one.
Oh, good point. Yeah, right. That's not a Gomo room. My bad.
Although rooms have been shuffled because that dark room does not appear in level 6, nor does it normally drop in level 6 either.
We have a staircase here in level 6. Is this going to be the transport, or is it the item? This is a trip.
Well, Jam's hoping that's the transport because he has no keys.
Good point.
And enemies have been shuffled too, as we find Darknuts in level 6.
Yeah, this is normally a Wizrobe level, so we do have that shuffled.
So we do find the compass in the room that it normally is. This probably will turn out to be a heart container, but we do have some rooms that are shuffled.
0 HP bosses is certainly on the offing, because each of those Gliok heads went down in one hit.
0 HP bosses, 0 HP enemies. The caliber between these two players, this almost reminds me of the RC Drone Amazing Airforce race.
Yeah, this one's going to be a quick one. Or the race we just had recently between... I gotta look that one up. The Crystal Saver and...
Crystal Saver and Metric, and we get the Triforce and Triforce rooms.
And we do have this is gonna be quick. They're gonna fly through this one. Although I don't believe Jam got the item out of level 6, so that's an interesting little gamble there.
He's opting not to get it, but of course at this point he does know that the items have been shoveled because he found the any key. Now, I don't know if he have found anything else that has. I do believe we either have helpful hints or community hints turned on right now. Or rather mixed hints, because that guy just told Jam to meet his brother by, near the star or something like that. As jkoper picks up the wood sword.
And I think jkoper's about ready to stumble into level 7. No? No, the magic key.
And is it picked up at 5? It is picked up at 5.
So that's going to be huge. Because as we saw, Jam got locked out of several doors in level 6.
And that's probably another reason why he opted not to. And this does appear to be... Oh, silver arrows in 1! If that's a truthful... Well, that has to be a truthful hint because it's not a pay me and I'll talk.
Right.
But so silver arrows in 1!
That's huge.
And magic boomerang in 4. And I like the strategy here by jkoper.
Same here, although I'm a little surprised he didn't save and then retry to save his rupees.
He just did a retry, so he ended up getting back to the 27. He doesn't have enough for that first hint.
For some reason, I thought he walked in with a 60-something. I can read, apparently. Okay, so we got Koper now. They're both looking for levels at this point.
And Jam picking up the wooden boomerang and about to walk into level 7 here in the grave.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much it's going to come down to where are the dungeons and where are the critical items in these dungeons. Obviously now knowing that the silver arrows are going to be in level 1 is a huge discovery on jkoper's end.
Absolutely. That is one of those discoveries that can make or break a seed. Now, is Jam going to look for the items in level 1? Yes, he will. But at least Koper knows what he's looking for.
Which also makes it so he's not going to go searching extraneously through other dungeons once he gets the ladder, gets to know where all the dungeons are, so he can eliminate whether or not he needs the power bracelet or the recorder or the raft. Now we do know that Jam's having some issues with ladder blocks here. This 7 is hoping to try to set these guys up.
Oh, I see what he was trying to do.
He was trying to do the key clip.
Yes, he was. He was trying to do the key clip. It didn't quite work for him, though.
He was too far away from the door. But he did unintentionally open up a room to the right-hand side. But it's just a psst over here for a bomb increase.
The wand in level 3.
Wand being in level 3 is a nice find.
Now, have we seen the price of, have we seen magic shields in shops yet?
We haven't seen a candle shop. And the candle shop would tell us whether or not this is working. Here comes Jam. He's trying to set this dark gun up for a key clip. He might get it this time.
He got it! He got it!
So the key clip is a case where as the shutter door opens, the game kind of forgets about the fact that you have a locked door right there, so it allows you to walk right into a key door without costing you the key. Now the problem is if you have to go back through, like we're going to see right at this point, that door is still going to be locked because you didn't come back out through that same door. So he's going to have to set up this key clip once again if he wants to progress in the 7, and he gets the bomb, and there's another key clip.
He gets it again!
Key clip is something that you don't see in the any percent because there's really no super use for it to save time. But in Randomizer, it can save you from needing certain things. Now that room right there with the Gliok is very, very interesting because that might stop his progression in this dungeon. And we do have another Triforce and Triforce rooms on jkoper's end out of level 3.
Mm-hmm. Though he does use his one key to get north of that Goma.
Yep. which is good. Like I said, we're now taking a look at what is very likely going to be a Triforce and Triforce room. So that Gleeok is likely not blocking anything. But this one here, he's got the compass that Jam would like to have, and I think it's a moat room. Oh no, it's
the double river room.
Yes, it is. He can't do anything else about it. jkoper finding level 4, by the way.
Yeah, level 3 was super quick for him. He was in and out, and he's got that any keys. He's really making, oh, and look at this, quick Triforce in level 4. But he's going to look for the item a little bit.
Yeah, jkoper's a little wary. He does not want to leave this dungeon without the item in here. This, well, it looks like he's thinking twice about it now. So level 4 on there on the coast, and out goes jkoper. Now, both of these guys have left a dungeon with an item inside. Jam leaving an item in level 6, jkoper leaving an item in level 4. And we do see the magic shield for 160 rupees. Unfortunately for jkoper, this is not going to be a boomstick seed.
Nope. Although that bomb upgrade in level 7 was relatively easy to get to, so I'm wondering if we're going to see that come into play next time Koper goes back into level 7.
I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are going to get anything. They're going to get a bomb increase. These guys know they're any percent run, so seeing rings from these guys, not likely, especially in a 0 HP seed. Oh, that's right. jkoper got the hint in level 4 that it was the magic boomerang, so he knows what's going on there. So he leaves knowing what's in there. Good idea. So it's mixed hints, by the way.
It is mixed hints. There's no doubt about it. That it is definitely mixed hints. Okay. And we have a Gorilla level 8.
Gorilla level 8s are nice to find.
You know, I didn't happen to see any of the enemies in level 3.
I wasn't paying attention, but we have yet to see a Wizrobe dungeon.
Oh, unless 3 was a Wizrobe dungeon. Chat, how about a little help? What was the enemy set in level 3?
Well, while the chat is getting ready to answer you, this should be a very fast level 8 here for jkoper.
Yep. He's just going to cut through these enemies with the wand like a knife.
And then he's going to go north to another room. Jam now with 5 hearts, so now he can be able to pick up that any key.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that we got crickets out of that answer here for the enemy type at level 3, but that just shows what happens when we're paying attention to one person's screen a little too much.
That happens once in a while.
Just once in a while. Just like these enemies not listening, or these players not listening to you, Z.
Oh, I'm used to that by now.
And we did find that room that had the Staphos had a master, because that's that 5-blocked room that normally you see in level 2. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we've got to talk about this, Z. Level 9 at level 9?
Nice randomization there.
Oh, God. You guys in chat know what to do. We're not going to say it here in the commentary. Jam's going to find himself into a door repair. By the way, that's a really nasty door repair. You remember how long those messages were back in the first randomizer tournament when we were dealing with regular speed instead of triple speed?
Yep. That's almost just as long.
Well, I'm just getting to the idea here. Just think of how it would have been if this was a regular seed. If this was last year. That would have been about 10 seconds wasted of these guys' life anytime they walk into a door repair room.
Absolutely.
Oh shoot.
Also do note the level 8 location.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about that. Level 8's Triforce, we find where that is. jkoper's going to search out that second item though, and Jam finally picking up his any key.
So now Jam is going to start, looks like, burning the area around the start.
Burn the area down, and he's got enough rupees. We find the power bracelet.
Ooh.
So, a good item mixed together with a nasty item, and jkoper gives him the sword slash.
Interesting note on JamEvil's side, he saw the hints at the cave near start and did not buy any, even though he has the rupees.
And that's an interesting decision because we know one of the hints is very, very important, telling our players about the level 1 having the silver arrows inside. jkoper getting the Triforce out of level 8. He's got a 3-1 Triforce lead over Jam at this point.
Yep. I think, and really the only difference between these guys, I think, is... Well, I think they all seem the same number of levels. I don't think Coper's found 6, though. So, I think that's the difference.
Yeah, jkoper has not. And we found the expensive hint shop. Help, I'm trapped in a video game! jkoper finding level 1. We know what's inside here.
We know what's in here. This will be the silver arrows and something else. Silver arrows and bow.
Well, that would be something. jkoper would be running for the hills at that point. But not for a bad reason.
Well, he probably still wants the ladder.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he'll be extremely happy to find what he has found so far. And we know it can't be Lord Banana because they already found that. That's underneath the Armos item.
And here's the level. Here's the staircase in level 1, which contains...
Yeah, that's the bow!
That's the bow!
So, bow and silver arrows in level 1.
Well, now, this is something. Now I guess the push... Go ahead.
There's the Triforce, but jkoper is not skipping over the second item in here because he knows what it is.
And I'm pretty sure Coper did go into level 7 and does know that level 7 is, well, he assumes it to be ladder blocked. So he is definitely going to still hunt for that ladder.
It's interesting that he did not finish clearing out that room, because that room with the bracket there, with the keys, is a drop room.
It is.
As he continues his quick path through 1, there's the map. These aren't shapes. They're not going to be grabbing these maps. Jam finding level 3. He's got a lot of work to do right now. I just want to remind people that the winner of this race, they will be guaranteed a spot in the brackets coming up that begin next week. The loser of this race, if they want to make said brackets, they have to run in the race-off, which is this Saturday at 12 noon Eastern. Well, if that's the room that has the silver arrows in it, jkoper is not going to be able to grab it. I'm thinking, actually, he is thinking that these rooms drops are going to be unshuffled. So he's thinking that it's possible that that one room right there that has the dig dagger has the silver arrows that he's looking for. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's why he's not clearing out these other rooms. Wouldn't that be something if we find out later on that it wasn't that room, that was another room that had the silver arrows?
That'd be something. That would make for a very interesting race.
But we do know the bow and the silver arrows are in 1. jkoper was able to get 1/2 of that puzzle.
And you know, Jam has searched a lot of these rooms in level 3, and I still have no idea what the enemy set is in here.
They're stone traps.
Stone traps, gels, and keys.
Stone trap. Keys. Bait purchase for jkoper.
Oh, an Aquamanus. Oh, there we go. Here he
yes.
is. So we still have yet to see a Wizrobe dungeon.
Yes, we have. Where could those Wizrobes be?
Well, given that given that you have to have at least 2 of each kind, we haven't seen.
Here's
here we go.
level 2.
Level 2. Let's see what we got here.
Likes.
Wizrobes.
Welcome to the IHOP of Hyrule. jkoper fighting off this room. Ladder in 2.
looks like Jam's about ready to almost full clear this level 3.
Ladder in 2. There's the meat block in 2, which jkoper feeds, but you don't need to because every room is connected in level 2.
Right.
So we're now about 20 minutes into this seed that is going hyper fast for these guys for obvious reasons. Hey, there's a ladder block, but now with my fresh minted ladder, I can go ahead and go across that
Yep,
moat.
and keep in mind that the reason why he's not clearing any of these rooms on a mission just for the Triforce at this point.
Yep, and with the Triforces being in Triforce room, with the any key, he's got absolutely no reason. Oh, he just found where the compass is, by the way. He's going to do a 180 and go right back.
Yep.
And it's all the way at the very top where it normally is in the game. So a few more rooms later, he'll have himself a Triforce. And that will be Triforce piece number 5 for jkoper. He's on a tear. So 21 minutes in, you want to give us a recap of the items that we have found so far?
Absolutely. Level 1 was we know from a hint it was the silver arrows, and we have found the bow. Level 2 was the ladder. Level 3 was the wand. Level 4 was the magic boomerang. We do not know the items in 5, 6, or 7. I don't believe we've even found level 5 yet. Level 8 was the book and the power bracelet. The ladder is the heart container. The Armos statue item was the regular wooden boomerang, and the white sword item was the magic key.
And of the items that we still have left to find, the raft and the recorder are guaranteed not to be in level 9.
Correct. So that means the raft and the recorder are guaranteed to be in 5, 6, and 7. 2 of them will be in those dungeons.
So we still need to find where level 5 is. That's the only one we have yet to pick up. Jam, by the way, did get the Triforce at a level 3, so that now puts it at 5 to 2 as far as the Triforce count is concerned. jkoper finding the second of the 100 secrets. And with 244 rupees at this point, I wonder what his investment options are going to be. Will he get the bomb increase when he gets back to 7?
Or is he going to spend it on blue ring?
I don't see jkoper buying a blue ring. I honestly don't. He just skipped over the letter. That tells you enough right there.
That tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Although Jam did, I believe, pick up the letter.
Jackpot.
Ooh, and Jam at 230 rupees finding the other 100 secret.
Yeah, he probably wished he could grab that one that jkoper had with a 30. That's an ill-timed and just got lucky jkoper did with a bomb hitbox right there, because I think the way that bomb was placed with the Tektites bothering him a little further to the right, that would have been a no. And what if that was the location level 5? It isn't. But right now, both of these guys are set financially. Then either of these guys, I would be surprised to see either of these guys get a blue ring, to be honest.
Yeah, probably at this point I would tend to agree, but we'll see.
And Jam getting into level 2, he'll be happy to find the ladders in here.
Absolutely.
That's if he goes the right direction. So all we have to do is find... Okay.
Jam showing off his tingle at the Tingle Kula Limpa sign.
I had not even realized that the very beginning when jkoper was in there. That is quite the coincidence that those show up at the same time. It is.
It looks like we have an arrow purchase on jkoper's side.
Yeah, I think it's a protection just in case he finds a Goma block coming up.
Right, because he right now is under the impression that the silver arrows in level 1 are Dig Docker blocked. And
it very well is likely. It very well likely is the case. Like we found the item in level 2 in that 4 firing beam statues room. So I don't see that it would be an incorrect guess on his jkoper's end. just right now,
agree.
just for on Jam's end, he has got to hope at this point that it isn't the case and jkoper's just going unnecessarily for a recorder at this point.
Well, right now, Jam's best hope is that the recorder is not in level 6. Because it might be a long time before Jam gets back to level 6, and Koper still has to go through that dungeon, and he's going to dig for that recorder.
Yeah, because he thinks that the silver arrows are blocked by that.
Exactly.
And Jam going through all the wrong places, and he's not going to find the ladder to be in here.
Yeah, but this is level 2 when he only has a few rooms left to clear, so I would imagine he's just going to grab this triangle and then go right back into the level, I would imagine.
If he doesn't, it's a big, bad play at this point. And there he goes right back in, because he has all of 2 rooms left to explore. And there's jkoper picking up the bottle, which is why he did not pick up the ladder, or rather the letter, when he had the opportunity to do so.
You know, Adagino does also bring up a point. Is Jam even going to dig level 1 that much, knowing that it might be dig dagger blocked? Or is he going to make a gamble that that red ring and silver arrows are a 9, and Ganon might be unforced?
Yeah, because remember, Jam did not find the hint.
Right.
He did not purchase the hint. jkoper knows that the silvers are in 1.
Mm-hmm.
And jkoper comes across level 9. We already knew it was there. Now, we are running out of possible squares where this level 5 can be. Like, I'm thinking Jam searched all of Death Mountain already.
Yep. And they've checked the grave. They've checked all of the... I'm wondering if we're dealing with a block of some sort here.
It very well could be. Now, I haven't seen any of the Take Any Roads, which leads me to believe that the Take Any Roads are going to be in the 4 power bracelet spots.
Which then means raft block.
Or recorder block.
Oh, under the lake, right. Right. Ooh, interesting.
Jam's going to pick up the bow in level 1. He's going to be happy to find that.
Absolutely.
But he has no clue about what he could find in this dungeon as well. And we know it's the silver arrows because of the hint.
Right, now the question is it really dig dagger blocked? Because I don't believe Koper cleared every room.
Yeah, and it looks like Jam's under that same assumption that jkoper was under, that he's looking for the 4 blocks that are close together.
Yep, he is.
Because he's skipping room after room.
Chief Safe, to answer your question in chat, why did Koper not get silvers? He did not get silvers because he believes them to be blocked by a dig dagger.
And it's because right now, based on what we have seen so far, the drops, although the rooms have been shuffled between dungeons, the drops in the dungeons have not been shuffled.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right on that.
So he's going to go one more room over, Jam will be. He's going to see a dig dagger, and he's probably going to be thinking a few words that are not eligible to be uttered here on speed gaming.
Well, he could utter them, we just have to beep them out.
Okay,
so
then...
all you hear is, yeah, exactly. One long series of beeps. jkoper digging now Death Mountain. I think he's just about to find level 7.
Well, he found level 7 earlier.
That's right. That's right.
So this is a return trip for him. Now, will he buy the bomb increase?
He did not go right to find that bomb increase.
He knows it's there. He's searched it before. And Jam going to be picking up this Triforce reluctantly without getting that second item. Or not. Not yet. He wants to exhaust all possibilities. Then he's going to find that level 2 is in the forest, which he already knows. And that will be the end of his level 1 experience for right now. So if I am counting the squares at this moment, there is only one of 3 possible spots where this level 5 can be.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the elimination, unless this level 7 has something in it, we could be talking about having to go back into 6 on Jam's end.
Absolutely.
And jkoper suffering a death in the depths of level 7. That is a horrible death.
That is ill-timed.
And Jam finds the blue ring shop at level 2. It's the rare shop. It costs 250 rupees. And he's 2 rupees short. And he probably won't go back to that shop. Although he does get enough rupees and he's going back to that shop. He is going for blue ring.
He is going for blue ring.
Thank you for proving me wrong, Jam. Much appreciated.
So what color is Tingle gonna turn? Blue.
Kind of a light blue.
Yeah.
By the way, you notice where the Triforce is in level 7?
It's in the eye of the snake.
Or the dragon, or whatever this level 7 is.
Whatever you decide to call it. It looks like a snake head to me.
Demon, whatever.
Cobra.
jkoper grabbing the Triforce. This is another interesting decision. Is he going back in? He is saying no. Oh boy. So, Jam leaving an item behind in level 6, jkoper leaving an item behind in level 7.
Well, now this is interesting.
This makes up for an interesting conundrum. Now, jkoper doesn't realize it because he hasn't made his way over to the Dead Woods, but we could be dealing with another block in this seed. In this seed. But
I suppose Coper hasn't cleared the Dead Woods yet, right?
Yeah, he has not cleared out what he's doing right now. So he's got possibilities of where he can go.
Right.
The problem is, what did he leave behind in level 7? What did Jam leave behind in level 6?
Now, it depends on the order that Coper clears the Dead Woods here. It's possible that based on kind of what he's doing right now, that level 6 might... Well, he's probably going to find it right here now. So it's going to be a question of, is he going to dig level 6 now, knowing that level 5 for him is in... I mean, he's got only a couple locations left in the overworld to check.
He's going to leave. You want to know why? He's got one burn bush left. He wants to see if this is level 5.
Absolutely.
This is going to tell him a lot about what he's going to do in this level 6. And when he finds out that it tells him to meet his brother near the desert, he is going to go into level 6. And he's going to be searching this a little more extensively than he was going to a few moments ago.
I tend to agree.
But I think he's also trying to drive up his count, trying to force bombs. Or he's just going to upend A, leave 6 behind, and make sure of other things at this point. What is jkoper up to?
Is he making sure that he has...
Sorry, I know nothing.
Is he just making sure that he has all the overworld spots checked before digging into level 6 and 7?
I know nothing.
Okay.
He wants to check all the other squares before he dives into level 6.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
Jam picking up the power bracelet, which is pretty much by process of elimination the take any roads. jkoper's about to find the second hint shop.
Yep, but he hadn't burned Candle Row yet. So he's going to get all of these.
So he gets a hint that he already knew about the book. About the silver to kill the beast like somewhere. Yeah, we already saw this on Jam's
Help,
and
I'm trapped in a video game. Now this is going to give Jam a chance to catch up some.
Jam's still got a distance away though.
Yes, he's still got room to go, but he's going to get a chance to catch up because he's going to find, taking this path, he's going to find level 4 greens.
Yep, he's heading down towards the coast, which is where he will find level 4. And now jkoper knows what he needs to do in level 6.
Now, this, I think, is going to hurt Jam because he's going to look at level 4 because he knows he's running out of overworld real estate.
And remember, he did not buy the hint that tells you that Gleok has the magic boomerang.
Exactly. So he is going to dig level 4. So this is going to be a big time sink, I think, for Jam, unless he gets lucky and the item happens to be right by where the Triforce is.
Now, don't forget that recorder to old dungeons could still be turned on.
This is true.
What if we get the recorder and jkoper uses it, gets to level 4, and that's where level 5 is?
That would make life easy, wouldn't it? Now, this is going to be an interesting play here on Jam's side. He got the Triforce in level 4. My guess is that he's going to go back in level 4 to look for the item, but also take a look at his heart count. He has...
He's leaving. I know what that groan was about there, see, man. These guys don't listen to you.
Interesting play.
He wants to confirm this right now, that this is where the Yenny roads go.
I bet you he's going to go up to Death Mountain and go to level 7. Yep. Nope.
Or he's going to go back in. There's the Triforce for jkoper. He's going to grab it. That's interesting.
And Jam is, in fact, going to pick up, looks like, the magical sword. Maybe.
With 12 hearts. Did you get this round legally? 12 hearts is enough. You know, this is a really interesting seed.
It's really interesting. It is, because it looks like we are certainly looking for a recorder to probably get the silver arrows, and we may need the raft in order to get to level 5, or its recorder blocked.
That's correct. Now, what does level 6 have? What items do we still have in play besides the red ring, the raft, and the recorder?
Red candle. And the white sword.
Interesting. Only those items remain in this game. If this does not have either the recorder or the raft, then we know it's a path to level 7 to get the item.
Yep. And this, no, is this oh, nope.
I think he said no, okay.
That was a key drop. It was hidden underneath the rupee.
There we go. So, the other thing is that Jam wasn't being able to search this the remainder of level 6 because it looks like there was a ladder block.
Jam has the ladder.
Well, not the first time he was through here.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. And Jam making his way back into level 7.
Yes. So, jkoper pushes the block and he finds it's the recorder that is in level 6. Now that's an interesting location because you're just 2 screens south of where the recorder lake is.
So is this going to be level 5 or is level 5 going to be raft blocked?
Let's find out together. Here we go. It is 5.
It is level 5. Oh, so that means what Jam is hunting for here in 7 is going to be a wild turkey chase.
Yes, it is. jkoper has a massive lead right now. And that means level 5 or 7 has the raft. We don't know which one it is. But we do know 5 has wiz robes.
Yep. At this point, jkoper is just going to be on Triforce and go. He's going to get the Triforce out of 5. He probably will go back to level 1 for the silvers. Then
that makes sense. Oh, wow. Early fast Triforce. Holy cow. And we were talking before this race here that JamEvil is going to be the racer that you do not want to have in the race-off. And unless something massive happens here, it looks like JamEvil is going to be having to play in the race-off to keep his brackets hopes alive.
Ooh, but Whistle to Old Dungeons is on.
Where are you going, jkoper? Are you banking on the idea that... No, he got himself corrected now. He's going back to 2 because that's the closest to where level 1 is.
Right.
Just a reminder for people who are coming into here, what you're seeing on both ends of the screen right now, JamEvil is playing with the Tingle Sprite, jkoper is playing with Chugdor.
Now, jkoper is going to make his way over to Dig Dogger room and on the flute and take care of Dig Dogger.
Once he gets there.
Yeah.
He just found himself the wrong way there. Trying to take the faster way, but that wasn't going to be the case. Well, Jam's still here in level 7. Has to take the long way to get to the Triforce. Whether or not he leaves right away or continues searching for the item, that's going to be up for debate in just a moment. Looks like he's going right on the path to the Triforce or not. Come on, guys. Stop proving us wrong.
Here we go.
And it's not where he wants to be. But he's going to go and see where this takes him. And maybe this will get him on the right path. jkoper with silver arrows in hand. He's off to level number 9. With the recorder to Old Dungeons turned on, he can go right straight to 1. Head on over a few screens over to the vanilla location where level 9 turned out to be this seed. Because randomization didn't turn out to be in the game card for today. So the question is Ganon going to be required?
Get your guesses in chat. Is Ganon required? Yes or no?
By the way, Saber's in 9 already.
I'm sure he was there about half an hour ago with this seed.
So here's a question for you.
Yes, sir.
And you can pull up the standings. Who else is going to be in that 2 and 2 race off?
Give me 1 second. So, as of right now, there are still some races to be determined, but not even counting the results of this, right now we have confirmed Matric, Zarnax 42, Amazing Toaster, Breasticle, Amazing Ampharos, Isolated 999, Greenleaf, Zarby, Zebgedney, Janiceal, Seawolf, Zardia, and JSR2 Gamers.
And that's also the loser of the race between me and Putz, which will be Thursday night. By the way, Rapt is in 7. We saw the hint just even before Jam popped into here. So this gives Jam a couple more options, and that's unfortunate because it's going to lead him on the wrong path.
Mm-hmm. Fiesel, to answer your question, there will be 6. The top 6 out of 16 will make the knockouts.
Yep, 14 will be guaranteed to make it to the brackets. They will be the ones who have 3 or 4 wins. We have 3 who have 4 wins. And then 11 more that will have 3 wins in this tournament. 16 will qualify for the race-off. And of those, 6 of those will make it to the brackets to fill us up to 20 complete players for that.
Yep.
Right now, the final race of this, the group stage here, or the Swiss stage rather, is going to be my race with Putz. That's Thursday night at 10 p.m. And once again, that's a 2-in-1 match. So one of us gets into the race-off, the other one will be moving on to the brackets and have a little bit of time to breathe.
Yes, OPT Lawyer, this has been a Swiss format for the first 4 rounds. It has been.
So Jam goes on to the raft. He finds that a shop is on the level 4 island. Not what he wanted to see. So pretty much what jkoper doing is, by the way, we don't know if Ganon and Zelda are in their original rooms.
Right.
So he's trying to go up with the hopes that he will pop into her room. Until he sees anything that says otherwise, he has that reason to believe that those two are in their original rooms in this game. Keys apparently guard the compass. Those are not keys. Those are whiz robes. Those are not keys either. Those are likes.
And we will have one, just adding on to that list a second ago, we will also add on to that the winner of the Zyra match.
Yep, which if they can get that scheduled. Oh, jkoper suffering a death here in level 9. Because I know those two have been having some difficulty scheduling their match, and hopefully they can get it all squared away so we can have a legitimate player who moves on to the brackets, or rather move on to the race-off. Once again, in order to qualify for the race-off, you have to have 2 wins. The race-off will be this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. We don't know where the restream is going to be at this point, but we'll let you know as soon as we do. You can go ahead and check the schedule. Just do !Z1R to find out the information about the tournament, as well as get a schedule of upcoming matches. So we don't know what Ganon's HP is at this moment. We do know that once they find him, that's going to be a case where they will try to swing their sword, see if he has 0 HP, and if not, well, let's see how many times it takes to knock him down.
Although, do keep in mind that, yes, jkoper is a very skilled Zelda runner. He knows what he's doing. But he has wood sword and he has green tunic. So, 2 things to watch out for here. Number 1, he's going to have, if Ganon is not 0 HP, Ganon will take 15 stabs with the wood sword to go down.
That
also,
I'm just going to point out that's if his HP is not shuffled, which is still a possibility. But if that's the case, if his HP is shuffled, he will still take plenty of hits. And Jam finds the scrap metal, the silver boomerang, in level 4. He's not happy. He's going to have to go back to 6. So that item he left behind at level 6 earlier, even though he had no chance of getting to it because he was without the ladder at that point, was essential. And we have a Ganon setting.
We have a Ganon find.
And he's not in his room.
Ooh, interesting.
And jkoper goes down.
Well, that was going to be my second point, is that he can only withstand 2 bops from Ganon at his health level.
And jkoper has to go back.
Jam making his way back into level 6, which we know is the correct play.
Yep. And then he's going to have to get over to level 5. Level 5 was not that long. If jkoper continues to have some issues with this level 9, this could still be a very tight race. Like right now, we're talking about a case where jkoper's level 9 could come back to haunt him. Especially if Jam finds the right path and then just pops into her room somewhere. We have seen it happen already in this tournament where you could just take a staircase and pop into her room.
Absolutely.
And we now know, because we just saw Ganon in a black tiled floor, those 2 have been shuffled. So he is now opting to go to the left.
Oh, he's going to look for Zelda.
Yes, he's not going to go to Ganon at this point. He wants to see whether or not the pig is required.
And meanwhile, Jam is going to go. Nope, never mind. That's right. That's the dropping sea room.
Yeah, that's correct. And he's going to kill these keys because he saw the hint about keys guarding the compass. And this is not the compass room. And he's going to take a look at his map and now realize, because Ganon... Oh, there's Ganon's room right there. There's the compass!
There's the compass!
And she's over underneath the L. So Jam's only chance now is if it's a case where Ganon is required. But even there, Jam is very far behind. Keep a look at jkoper's bomb count, by the way.
Ooh, he's only got one bomb to get over there.
One swing and a miss. No good. And Jam getting the recorder out of 6.
He's going to up A, and I would imagine the next thing he's going to book it up to the lake.
And now, jkoper going back into Ganon. 2.5 hearts. He cannot withstand a Hyrule driver. He didn't even get a hit the last time. So he doesn't know if... Oh, it is 0 HP Ganon.
0 HP Ganon. Jam's in trouble.
But jkoper's got to get there without bombs at this point.
And Jam picks up the Triforce in level 5. He's going to head off to level 9.
So how do you get to her? Could this reverse C be the path? jkoper opens it up, finds out that it's a transport staircase. Does it get him over to the left-hand side? It doesn't. It gets him to Wizrobes. Wizrobes that had 2 heart drops, but he gets hit. He gets dropped. He's back to start. jkoper needs to find fires or red Wizrobes. They're the bomb dropping group.
Excuse me.
You're all choked up because of that death. I can understand it. There's some fires. Kill, kill, kill. He's got some bombs.
jkoper looking for that staircase that takes him somewhere near that flashing dot where he knows Zelda is.
Yes. He's trying to get there as soon as he can. Has to believe that Jam is right on his tail. And Jam is for sense here. More bombs. 8 bombs.
So, Koper has the lead on Jam, certainly. But if Jam happens to find that magical path over to Zelda, this is not over. This race is absolutely not over.
It could be a magic staircase to get on over to her still. And it could still be a possibility where Ganon is not required. And jkoper's in trouble. He's sniped and he's dead again. Dead again. Jam searching through a staircase. He doesn't have the silver arrows, by the way.
That's right. He never got the silvers out of 1.
But could Jam get lucky? He's popping to staircase after staircase, but he's only searching to see if it has an item. Which is an interesting strategy.
So right now, Jam's hope is that Ganon is not required and he stumbles into Ganon's room.
That is correct.
Or, I'm sorry, he stumbles into Zelda's room.
Yeah, but without him checking staircases, he's not making any path that could actually get him this race at this point. And jkoper back into this level 9. He's got potions. He's going to have to start using them. Jam should probably start taking some staircases just to get himself moved around to this dungeon.
Well, he's taking that up theory that we've espoused before.
Clock!
That's a huge clock.
And now, with bombs in hand, jkoper, bombs, no good.
No.
Here's another room. That's the one he tried bombing earlier. He knows that's no good. Getting hit with the keys, he's down to a heart.
Koper is going so fast right now, he's getting a little reckless.
There we go.
He's popping himself into enemies.
Because he knows this could be a big matter. And he gets bodied again! Wizrobe beamed again! Wizrobed again! Dead! With a red potion in hand.
Jam needs to start taking staircases here to have a chance, because Koper is getting closer and closer every death.
Jam just going column for column right now. What would really be nice for Jam right now is to find Ganon's room. And what we say by Ganon's room is the room that has the compass in it. Because that would let him know that Ganon and Zelda are shuffled.
Koper, again, going so fast, he's taking a ton of bops.
He's down to a heart. He's got the potion in hand. He finally decides to use it.
There we go.
Interesting question in chat is, does he think that Zelda is hurt? I love that question.
That's a very good question. You might be saving one of those potions to give her.
jkoper now coming on over back to that room that he cleared out earlier with the wish robes, now moving back up, getting back to that bomb wall.
And Jam has done the circle of life.
He's got to start taking some staircases, Jam does. jkoper, back in the room that killed him. He's 2 rooms away. Make it 1 room away.
Is this it? No!
He doesn't find a door, but he can bomb. Can he bomb? He can bomb!
Yes!
Ganon not required!
Ganon not required! And jkoper will win this race as JamEvil finds the red ring. Everybody, get your GGs up. jkoper has finished first in this place with a time of 55 minutes and 56 seconds.
Trogdor! Jam's now taking staircases. We don't know if one would have put him anywhere closer, but now we do know that Ganon was not required.
But also do notice that Jam found the red ring in level 9.
That will give him some help, but Jam will be very happy to know that Ganon is not required, but this had a potential for a period of about maybe even 2 minutes here, where this could have been either person's race. So jkoper rather, going to 3-1. He will now be guaranteed a spot in the bracket.
Meanwhile,
Jam, he drops to 2-2, and will have to race off to keep his tournament hopes alive. And when is that race off again, Z-Man?
That is Saturday at noon, I believe.
12 o'clock Eastern, correct.
Now, I don't know. Is there some sort of a stream planned? Do you know?
I know that there probably are talks about a restream for the race coming up, but the complete details about it, I do not know at this moment. I do not know where the restream is going to be, and we'll find out more as we get closer to 12 noon on Sunday, or rather on Saturday. And Fusil making fun of the fact that I called it jkoper.
Well, that's a good name for this race, though. What a race it was.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are very, very good. We saw jkoper getting a little sloppy towards the very end, but it's a case where eventually, in the long run, jkoper made the path he needed to make. And he comes in and joins us here for the post-race interview. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks. I feel like I escaped.
And Jam now gets the compass in level 9. And he's going to be happy the fact that the silver arrows that he left behind at level 1 are not required.
Yeah. I mean, did he know exactly which room they were in? Like I did?
No.
Well, he knew that it was the second item in 1 was in that room, but he never purchased the hints that said the silvers were in 1.
Okay.
Just like he never purchased the hint that you purchased in 4 that said the magic boomerang was there.
Yeah, did he check for the item?
Oh, yeah.
He actually got the Triforce out of 4, left, and went back into 4 before going back into level 6.
Yeah, because once he came up to the conclusion that he was either missing the raft or missing the recorder to get him into level 5, he went back into 4, found the silver boomerang, and, well, that was unfortunate for him.
Yeah. I mean, could you guys tell what my plan was there? At the end with 5 and 6? So, Like I found
being six being right next to 5.
well, no, but I mean I found 6, and then I made sure to search the rest of the open overworld spots first.
Yes, we noticed that's what you were doing. You were trying to guarantee what exactly you needed out of 6 before going back in there.
Right.
Right, because if you had found 5, then you wouldn't need 6 for the item.
Right. Except unless I needed the recorder to get the silver arrows. But I felt like that was worth putting off until determining a 9.
Absolutely.
It was necessary.
But
once I got the recorder, then I thought it was worth getting the silver arrows. Because it was, they were right there. Just took a few seconds to get, so...
You played this seed really well tonight.
Yeah, until 9.
Yeah.
I mean...
And Jam finds Zelda's room, but Zelda's not there.
And I didn't necessarily play 9 poorly, I just took a lot of dumb damage. And I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, what? Was it just a case of you not expecting to get bopped by the Wizrobes while you didn't end up potioning a few times?
Yeah, there's no reason I should have taken all those hits. I think I was just playing poorly.
I thought you were rushing because you thought Jam might be right on your rear end.
Yeah, I might have made it. It probably turned more and more into that. When you have a fast seed, it feels like there's even more pressure. But I mean, I think I'm starting to perform historically poorly in my tournament races here, and I need to change something to not feel so much pressure. Perhaps something I don't quite know.
Well, Jam is 1 room south of Zelda. Can he bomb to the north? And
can he bomb up?
No.
It was a little unexpected that the compass wasn't in a black room. Since the
Go ahead.
Since the dungeon drops weren't shuffled.
Yeah, for some reason they ended up pulling all the stops, and no! It turned out to be the direction that you found Zelda. It was the only way to get towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. How did Jam get to 13 hearts?
He cleared a lot of the dungeons early.
Like, there was just very little reason to kill things.
Well, he didn't find the ladder until late.
Right.
And
I mean, he checked the western half of the map first, basically.
Yeah, well, so here's what happened at the start. You go to the magic key, and I assume he went up there and got the magic key. And it gives you a hint for 1. So you both have the magic key and you have a hint for 1.
Oh, right. I didn't even notice that. Yes, you're correct.
Jam is just checking every door into Zelda.
There it goes.
Yeah, there was only one way into Zelda. As he came on the staircase, came into a room with a Lamola and tried to bomb to the left. He couldn't. So that one way that you ended up going into is the only way to get to her.
I got all the luck each time. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Maybe I took better paths through 9 there.
Well, you didn't pop into any staircases, so I think that probably had something to do with it. But
I think I think magic staircases are an exception, not a rule.
And also, we did get pointed out in chat that apparently Ganon and the black tiled floor swap places, which is why the compass turned out to be in Ganon's room.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Interesting.
So with the win, you now qualify for the brackets. You don't have to worry about the race-off. Your thoughts about that, jkoper?
I think the race-off would have been fun. I don't think it would have been too much of a concern to just, finish in the top, whatever it is.
Hey,
6.
good evening.
Hey, Jam.
Hey, Jam?
GG.
Oh, I thought you said it was just G.
Yeah. I don't know how you felt about your game.
I full cleared Overworld. Raft spot. I went for raft spots before finding the recorder in 6. So I entered 9 pretty late, and then
So you got the raft out of 7?
Yeah,
Okay.
I sure did.
Yeah, I never saw the item in 7. I went straight up, saw the compass, went straight there. Actually, I died on the way. There were only 2 things I did bad in this seed. I died on the way to the Triforce in 7, and then in 9 I died 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I had no deaths, but I did pick up a ton of heart containers.
Yeah, I had 6 hearts, maybe 7 or something.
7.
I had magic sword. Like, I grabbed a lot of extra stuff that I didn't need.
Yeah, you sure didn't. Absolutely everything is 0.
Everything was 0 HP. The bosses, the enemies, Ganon.
Ganon was? Oh, you killed Ganon?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never found silver arrows.
Yeah, I had a hint for the silver arrows in 1.
Oh, they were in 1. Okay.
Yep. So they were blocked by that big dogger. So after I got the recorder out of 6 and then I found 5, then I just like, well, I might as well grab the silver arrows because I know exactly where they are before I head into 9.
Yep.
And,
so you had ladder before you went to 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where was 6 at?
6 was in the Westwood 100s.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So here's what happened, Jam. Like, the first thing I did was go up to the power bracelet spot, and then, I just did the grave area. Then I up and aid, and I went up to the, no. Yeah, that's what I did. I up and aid, and I went up to the power bracelet spot, or not the power bracelet spot, the Blue Range shop, where the magic key was. Right?
Yes, in the Blue Ring shop, yes.
Yeah. And there's a hint on the magic key that said that Aquamanus awaits in the forest.
Yes.
So after I got the magic key, I beelined to the forest.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you did them in that order. Yeah, I just kind of flitted around the overworld. I actually did Death Mountain early, which was a big mistake because there was nothing up there.
Yeah, I mean, I cleared it after I did the east part. I just wrapped around, did Death Mountain, and then came down and found 6 and 5.
Yeah, so this all came down to finding the right items in the right order, and you definitely did that. I did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job. Good game. And welcome to the single elimination brackets. I still have to fight my way this Saturday now.
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence that you're not going to have too much trouble there.
We'll see. We'll see. If I play like I did today, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of good players in that race.
That's true. It's true. It's going to be quite something. It'll be a nice spectacle for sure.
I don't consider myself better than any of those players, so.
Well, you might not, but you are. So.
Well, it comes down to a lot. It's a lot of luck. It's random percent. It comes down to a lot of luck and rallying on the fly. And if you just make one wrong move, like I did with this one, and just kind of got the ladder late and explored a lot of dungeons that I didn't need to explore, and then started going for the wrong item instead of getting the recorder. Things would have been different. But yeah, that's all luck. It's all luck and good decision making.
So, did you not have any item hints?
I didn't buy many hints. I bought one hint, and it was a community hint. So okay. I knew it was mixed. So I was just like, I don't really need the rest of them, and I bought a blue ring. Yeah, I bought arrows early. So yeah, I spent money on items as opposed to information.
I bought all the hints, and one was for the silver arrows in 1, and then one was for the magic boomerang in 4.
See, that would have helped me a lot. I went through all of 4 looking for that item.
Right.
Looking for the raft or recorder at that point.
Yeah, I forgot for a second, and I went to one extra room, and then I was like,
oops, yeah, Magic Boomerang, don't want this.
Yeah.
It wasn't too far in. It was like, I had to clear like, I think 6 more rooms in level 4 to get it. No, the whole thing, because the Triforce was right in the beginning of level 4. First time I was in level 4, I grabbed the Triforce and left, and then I came back for the item. Yeah.
Yeah, when you were hunting for Recorder or Raft, I guess.
So I had like an 11-minute level 9 there. There was no direct path to Zelda. You had to take that sideways staircase passage from what I recall. No? There was a direct path from where Ganon was?
Yeah, there was a bomb wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on the northern side? You just cross across the north? Or?
Yeah, you had to go through the north.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't find Compass until later, and I just kept on going the path. So at least I found that staircase relatively quick after I found out about the block coming in from the south.
I lost about 9 minutes on 9. So my 9 was 14 minutes or so. Yeah.
Yeah, you got in there a lot earlier than I did. You must have been in there around like the 45-minute mark. Not earlier.
Yeah, 40. It was around 40s. 40.
Wow.
Or I picked up the silvers first though.
Yeah.
So 40 to 42, somewhere in there.
Wow. Yeah, you were cruising, man. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. I felt like, well, I mean that hint for the location of 1, I feel like if you know where 1 is, you go there immediately.
The 2 items are nice, yeah.
That's really what made the route. 2 items, and they're usually free. This one, at the time, it wasn't, but still, at least it wasn't even. It was a bit of luck in the routing, I suppose, because 1 is what led me to
2.
all the other dungeons. Yeah, to 2 and
Ladder,
there was 4 and whatever else. 3 was over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, all on the east side there.
I just have a habit of going west and then trying to clear all the stuff that's out of the way early. When I do these, and I really got to break out of that habit. There's a lot more overworld caves and locations in the eastern side of Hyrule, and they're all bunched up a lot thicker than on the west portion. There's a lot of blank areas in the west portion, and Death Mountain is just treacherous and not worth it most of the time.
Yeah.
I took that gamble, and it just didn't pay off this time.
Yeah, I like to wait on Death Mountain a little bit a lot of the time to see if I get a bomb upgrade. That definitely helps up there.
That's about it. Again, congratulations. I'm really happy. I was happy with either of these outcomes. I did really want to play in that big race, but I also would just like to advance and take a week off. But I'm happy with either outcome, and I look forward to hopefully meeting up with you or Darkwing, or it really doesn't matter. But I really want revenge against you guys now, you and Darkwing. So I hope we meet again in the finals.
Sounds like fun, man.
All right, let's give it up for both of these runners here, JamEvil and jkoper. Anything else you guys want to add?
Cactus.
Cactus indeed. All right, well.